how diligent you are to act like a professional. You know, and I'll talk about what that means in a minute, but be serious about it, because the results are serious. And this is where you put a little bit of extra effort into it. It's still going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a lot more fun because it's safe. So what does it mean to fly professionally? First of all, study like it's your job. I mean, it kind of is. It's not really a hobby. It is a hobby, but it's also kind of your job to stay safe. And so I think about, well, gosh, when I was working full-time, you know, for Collins and whatever you all have done, did I take the time to study? Yes, you typically did. So do the same thing with your airplane and any new airplane you're transitioning into. Train to advance. I think it's always great to be thinking, what's next? Now, some of you are very satisfied with where you are. That doesn't mean you have to go get an instrument rating or commercial or whatever. All I'm saying is try to continually challenge yourself. I know people that get instrument ratings and never intend to fly in the clouds, and they just want to sharpen up. I know one gentleman right now I'm going to be starting with in about a month that wants to get his commercial certificate, and he has no intention of being a professional pilot. Just wants to sharpen up, just wants to do those additional things. So if you have that opportunity, I would say do it. And finally, make command decisions. Realize that you are the final authority. The buck stops with you as the pilot in command. And yes, you might have to explain yourself. You know, you might have to take that FAR option there to be the pilot in command. You may have to submit a written report, and you might have to declare an emergency, whatever. But that's all very, very minor in terms of getting safely on the ground and safely completing a flight. Make a decision, stick with it, use resources that you have, okay? But be decisive. So, a lot of great information here. And I volunteer for these people. I don't work for them, see, so this is unsolicited. But I will tell you, if you've not been to FAAsafety.gov, there is just a wealth of information. I cannot believe, actually, how much writing comes out of some of the FAA offices, how many different training courses there are, how many different handbooks. By the way, if you have an EFB, all those handbooks are free. You can download them. You know, the risk management handbook, instrument flying handbook, all of those are available to you. Plus, all of the segments you did today, you can get wings credit by going through this. And if you get enough wings credit, that can apply to your flight review. So there's some bonuses from all of this. Another thing I'll mention is, proud to say, happy to say, that the FAA is moving into a new way of looking at things, the safety management system, which is very similar to some systems that we had for risk management in the Air Force, and it's very similar to what the airlines do for risk management. And this is being phased in, kind of phase by phase. I've read articles about some flight schools adopting this, but you're going to see more of it, so I just want to put it up and prepare you for it. And that's pretty much it. Again, my bottom line is you should all be proud that you're good pilots. But to stay good pilots, please stay diligent, be professional about what you're doing, and have fun, okay? So, Q&A, questions from me?
I have a question, Rob, in regards to all this, by doing this safety wings program, I save 10% on my insurance.
There you go. Another good reason to do.
My insurance is going up.
Yes, it is. They also say stick with your insurance that you got. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, other questions for me about either this briefing or military? You're all hungry or thirsty or both?
What was your favorite aircraft?
I knew somebody was going to ask that. Okay. So for me, it's really kind of apples and oranges, or actually I like to say pizzas. I've never met a pizza I don't like. Okay. So they were all great. The F-111 was great because it was fast, it was a sports car, and you can cop the power and it'll do whatever you want to do. The transports like the C-5 were great because you could see the world. And the hugeness of the C-5 was just kind of fun. Stories I could tell about how to flare a C-5, you know, when your cockpit's 50 feet in the air. So they were all fun. You know, the Gulfstream was a sexy airplane. You know, you're just pulling into an FBO in Gulf Street, which is a great feeling. I can say that now, I don't do it anymore, but it was fun at the time. But good question. What other questions? Okay, this has been a blast for me. I hope you enjoyed it, got something out of it. Have a great evening. We'll see you then.
Eric, we got 4 more. We got 4 more door prizes, folks. Hang on.
Okay, 9302. Gotta be present to win. Okay. 9323. Oh, all
See
right.
Eric in the back.
Back to the magic room back there. That's one. Perfect. 9324. We have winners. That's 2. 9303. All right, congratulations. Well, one more prize to get to. The winner is 9296. 9296. Anybody? Okay. We're going to keep drawing till we find one. 902, 905. 9295.
You got it?
Yeah, he wants me to go up.
Go down one.
Yeah. Okay, 9331. 9331. 9327. All right, got it?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Dyslexia. Wait, I'm sorry.
Disregard. Okay, 9330. 9330. Okay, 9328. All right, we got our one winner. Okay. You're all winners for showing up.
Thank you all for coming. If you didn't learn anything today, blame Daryl.
Excuse me, I'm going to get this out of the way.